Hello, my name is LauraM, and I have chosen to make my presentation on homelessness and the effect it can have on child development. I had a picture of myself. I know you had asked for a video of us presenting if possible, but I had trouble working the logistics of video and PowerPoint, so I hope this is okay. So what is homelessness? A homeless person is an individual without permanent housing who may live on the street, stay in a shelter, mission, single-room occupancy facilities, abandoned building or vehicle, or in any other unstable or non-permanent situation based on the Public Health Service Act. Being homeless is not something that many people will admit to and often feel ashamed of. For this reason, it is hard to know who is homeless. In this psych class, I met two students who had been homeless at some point in their lifetime. I would have never guessed, but after they knew of my topic, they were interested in seeing what possible effects homelessness had on their development, which is how I came to know that they were homeless. There are 1.2 million homeless children on any given night. I will present how homelessness impacts child development at different stages and ultimately how being homeless can cause life-lasting effects. Homelessness has physical, emotional, cognitive, social, and behavioral effects on children. Families make almost 40% of the homeless population. The most common picture of a homeless family is a single mother, often in her 20s, with two children. In the same study, mothers were also homeless at some point when they were children. It also presented in a different study, which shows a lasting impact over time. The reason why many families are homeless is because of abuse. 92% of mothers reported being severely physically or sexually assaulted. Some of the obstacles that mothers face if homeless during pregnancy are lack of prenatal care, proper vaccination, and substance abuse. 40% of mothers reported having some kind of drug or alcohol dependency. This adds a new set of problems because pregnancy among homeless women is often not detected immediately, and substance use can impact the fetus greatly. Homeless infants are born at a premature age and are 4 times more likely to need care after birth than other children if born at a premature age. Infants suffer from low birth weight, risk of death, and lack of essential immunizations. This often can lead to underdevelopment if born prematurely. Lack of essential immunization and high exposure to infection also led to high death risk. While infants' access to good nutrition for the mother can be challenging, and good supply of formula is often not possible, which results in nutrition stress and feeding problems. As a result, 75% of homeless children under age 5 show signs of developmental delays, and 40% show signs of emotional and behavioral problems due to malnutrition and chronic illness. Once children begin school, it becomes harder if a family is homeless. In some cases, it's hard or impossible to enroll children because of required proof. If enrolled, school might be far away from the shelter, and no public transit would be available. By age 8, almost a third of homeless children have some sort of mental health problem. In addition, children have high levels of stress due to hunger, fear, lack of sleep, and fear, which increases stress hormones, which has big impact on the brain. In addition, children who are homeless suffer from depression, extreme withdrawal, poor concentration, and tantrums. 97% of homeless children move schools up to 3 times in a year. In some cases, 12% of homeless children are placed in foster care in comparison to the 1% of other children. 74% of homeless children worry where they're gonna live. 87% worry something bad will happen to their family. These are two of the major concerns that create stress and impacts child development. A little under a fourth of homeless children repeat a grade in their first year of school. Homeless children also suffer from sleep disturbance, aggression, chronic illness, chronic hunger, and hyperactiveness. If children become homeless during their teenage years after major cognitive development has happened, the effects don't seem to be as harmful. Since positive parent relationships have been made, basic knowledge has been acquired. But a fourth of homeless children have seen acts of violence in their family, which can still be of impact in development, especially behavioral. Homeless adolescents suffer from attempted suicide, alcohol, and drug misuse, and have a high vulnerability to STDs and AIDS. I have presented how, since conception, homeless children are at high risk for slower development, higher likeliness of repeating grade, and development is impacted even through adolescence. Lastly, after they have become part of a stable environment, they begin to act up, like shoplift because they feel it is safe to do so. Homelessness has a long-lasting effect on child development. Unfortunately, for these children, in many cases, homelessness will impact them the rest of their life. As I stated before, many adults who have been homeless during childhood will also become homeless when they're adults. So they continue this cycle of homelessness that their children might even experience. Thank you for your time, and you will see the work I have used in order to create this PowerPoint. Thank you.